I want to welcome those who have joined us today. We appreciate you taking the time to visit with us. I would like to introduce our team today. My name is Elizabeth Landromeyer. I'm the Financial Aid Director at the Southeast Campus. Our presenter today is Mary Lou Bledsoe. She's the Director of Financial Aid at the Northeast Campus. I will pass it over to Mary Lou.
As Liz said, thank you all for joining us today. Our intent is just to give you a little bit of an overview of financial aid at Tarrant County College, how to apply, what are the qualifications, and what to expect. And we will have time for some questions at the end. So let's get started. Things that we're going to discuss, we're going to talk about what exactly financial aid is, how do you apply, a few things on completing your FAFSA, what if you have a special circumstance, and what to expect once you apply, a few scholarship opportunities, and just some additional things to keep in mind. Okay, financial aid really is any money that is provided by the federal or state government institutions, as well as any other source that will help you pay for college. These can consist of different programs. They're referred to as grants, loans, work-study, scholarships, waivers, or some veterans benefits. Okay, the basic types of financial aid, the one that everybody obviously wants is called gift aid. These are funds that generally do not have to be repaid as long as you attend class and meet the criteria. Some of these forms of gift aid is the federal Pell Grant. You can qualify for up to 6 full-time awards. This is an award that if you fill out your FAFSA and you meet all of the eligibility requirements, you get. There are no funding limitations for a Pell Grant by TCC. There's the federal SEOG grant. This is a grant that's offered on a first-come, first-served basis. There are state grants that we offered, which again also are on a first-come, first-served basis. One of them is called TPEG, the Texas Public Education Grant, or TEOG, the Texas Equal Opportunity Grant. The TEOG grant is a specific state program for two-year colleges at the state of Texas. I do just want to briefly mention the Texas grant. It is a grant, a state grant for four-year schools only, but I'm mentioning it because if you do transfer from TCC and receive the TEOG grant, I would suggest that you reach out to your financial aid office at your four-year school because you could automatically qualify for the Texas grant at the four-year school. And of course, there's scholarships. These are things that you would apply for. We never encourage you to pay money to apply for scholarships. There's plenty of free applications out there, and they're really easy to fill out, and you should be able to do these on your own. TCC does also offer scholarships through our TCC Foundation, and this is their website. Don't discount your employers, especially students or parents. Do you have a relative that has an employer that has scholarship programs, or even acquaintances? Sometimes acquaintances will work for an organization or a company that takes suggestions on scholarship recipients. And lastly, there are several scholarship search engines out there, to where one of them is fastweb.com. That's a pretty popular one, to where you can put in as much demographic information as you feel comfortable putting in. And then what happens is as scholarship opportunities become available, you will receive an email. Now, with that being said, you're only getting the email, so you do need to be proactive in applying for these scholarships and following up with them. The other type of financial aid that we consider is called SelfHelp Aid. This is aid that must either be earned or repaid. The federal and state college work-study program is very popular. This is where you are offered a certain amount on your letter, and you can get a part-time job on campus that's pretty easy to work around your school schedule. It's more of you earn it as you work. You get a check bi-weekly, and you can work up to the amount on your award letter. Typically, students are limited to 19.5 hours a week. The other self-help program is federal loans. These do require 6 hours of enrollment, which is on a TDR TCC degree plan. So the courses that you're enrolled in need to go towards your TCC degree, and those credits equal 6 hours. There's two types of loans for federal loans. There's a subsidized loan and an unsubsidized loan. The subsidized loan, the interest is deferred while you were enrolled at least 6+ hours. So even if you graduate from TCC and move on to a 4-year school, you've had subsidized loan. That interest is still being deferred because you are continued to be enrolled, and it is based on your financial need. The second type is an unsubsidized loan. There is no deferred interest, or rather the interest begins at the time of disbursement.